Welcome back. In today's video, we'll be talking about our 3 favourite down jackets from the masters of insulation, Mountain Equipment. Okay, so let's start with a fan favourite, the Mountain Equipment Lightline, a true classic that's been around for a really long time. We're seeing 300 grams of 700 fill power goose down in these jackets, which can keep you nice and toasty, especially when you're stood still or taking a break. It's a great layer to throw on when you need a bit of extra warmth and you're not expending any energy or creating any extra warmth within the jacket. We see a really nice large baffle construction on the front of the jacket, and this just allows the down to loft to its full potential, again aiding in keeping you nice and toasty. We also see a stitch through construction on these jackets, which is going to reduce bulk and also keep the jacket nice and simple. Mountain Equipment have chosen to do a baffle by baffle construction on these jackets, which means they've tailored each baffle to make sure that the down doesn't migrate anywhere and stays well lofted and well spread across your body. This is most prevalent in the shoulders. We can see a specially made baffle to make sure that down doesn't migrate across the shoulders and leave cold spots on the top here. And then moving our way to the outer of the jacket, we're met by a 40 denier dry light material. This is something that makes Mountain Equipment jackets really exciting, and that's the material they're using on the outside. A dry light material is extremely water resistant. It's actually got a hydrostatic head of 1500 mil, which means that this is definitely going to shrug off a light shower and keep you nice and dry. Now that doesn't mean you should take it out in a torrential downpour or use this as a waterproof coat, but it means if you're out on the moors, out hiking or around the town and you'll get caught in a sharp shower, you don't need to worry as much. Let's have a little chat about the feature set of the jacket now. So we've got 2 nice pockets on either side. These are nice large pockets. You can easily store everything you need inside those, your hats, gloves and so on. We've got a 2-way YKK zip, so you can use this as a belay jacket. So you can unzip from the top, and while we're doing that, we'll just reveal the internal pocket there, so storing any valuables that you want to keep close to your body and don't want the risk of falling out. And then if you were to be belaying, you can unzip this jacket from the bottom and have your belay loop poking out, but have your top part nice and warm. Moving down the cuffs, we've got a pre-articulated sleeve and we've got a elasticated and Velcro cuff. So the elastic's going to make sure we get a nice comfortable fit and we don't have to keep adjusting this tab. So you can adjust this to fit you perfectly, and then when you get it on next time, the elastication in the cuff will allow you to get on without having to unadjust it and then readjust it. Moving up, if we just unzip the jacket's top, we'll reveal a nice cozy neck warmer here, just to help aid in comfort, but also in retaining the warmth within the jacket. And then we have a hood on the top there, which is also fully adjustable. So we've got 2 points of adjustment just here. They're nice and easy to adjust and very simple, to be honest with you, which helps keep the weight down. And then we've got a Velcro volume reducer on the back here, which we'll show you a close-up of. What's really nice about the Lightline is you can actually have the option to remove the hood entirely. So we have a zip just under here and 2 Velcro patches in here. So simply unzip that, and then unvelcro the other side, tidy it all up, and now you've got a jacket without a hood. So it just gives you a bit of an option when it comes to what you're wearing on a day-to-day basis. If you're in town and you don't want the hood, you can simply take that off and wear it like this. But if you're going out onto the moors to do some climbing and you're going to be belaying for a long period of time and you want to keep in that warmth, you can have the hood there just in case. What's nice is it's also super simple to attach. You meet up your zips just like you would with any full zip jacket, thread it on, and then just pull the zip all the way around. For me, it's much easier just to do the zip first and then deal with the Velcro after than to try and Velcro it into place and then zip it up. And then just tuck your Velcro back in. And as you can see, really nice and simple, which means you can do it when you're out and about if you so desire, but it also means that it's not a faff to do every time, so you aren't afraid to take the hood off. In addition to being fully adjustable and removable, the hood also has a wired peak. So it's going to help keep the hood out of your face when you're using it. It stops the fabric dropping down into your face and blocking your vision or annoying you when you're out belaying. So if we make our way down from the top of the jacket all the way to the bottom, we're met by a fully adjustable hem, and this has 2 points of adjustment, 1 on each side, which just allows you to independently move each side of the jacket to get the perfect fit for you. The Lightline would be perfect for anyone looking for a really warm jacket for day-to-day use, but also for belaying down at the local crag. It's a heavier jacket and the pack size isn't quite as good as some of the other options we're going to be looking at today, but it does offer you a lot of warmth for the money. Next up we have the Bal Toro, which is a game changer for micro baffle construction. Micro baffle jackets have become increasingly popular over the last few years. They're lightweight, they give you a good warmth to weight ratio, but they are not overly weather resistant, and they're not the warmest jackets in the world and tend to have quite a lot of cold spots due to their stitched through construction. Mountain Equipment have gone to a lot of time and effort to try and reduce these impacts and make the Baltoro the ultimate micro baffle jacket. The biggest thing they've done is a unique dual layer offset construction, which means we've got an offset baffle construction, which we don't normally see in these lighter weight jackets. And we've also got a third layer, which goes between these baffles to help reduce any heat loss. This is a reflective scrim layer, which helps bounce heat back into the body and gives you a really, really good warmth to weight ratio on this jacket. What they've achieved is made a lightweight micro baffle jacket, which is going to give you a good range of movement and be more advantageous in active wear, but giving you the warmth of a much puffier insulated jacket. We're seeing 162 grams of 700 fill power down in this jacket, which means it's going to be super, super toasty and has a good level of loft. And we're seeing a 20 denier dry-like material, which we've just mentioned in the previous jacket, has a really good level of water and wind resistance, and which is going to give you at least a hydrostatic head of 1500 mil, meaning that you can wear this in a light shower and have absolutely no worries. Although they've put a lot of research and development into making this jacket warm but light, they haven't skipped on features. We've got two nice hand pockets on the lower part of the jacket, which are using YKK zips. We've got a lapel pocket just here, again using a YKK zip, and then we've also got an internal pocket as well for all your essentials just there. On the inside of the jacket, we also have an elasticated pocket, which is ideal for hats and gloves. Starting at the bottom of the jacket, we've got a fully adjustable hem, which is 2 points of adjustment, one on either side, which means you can independently change the different sides of the jacket to get the perfect fit and help retain that warmth within the jacket. We've got a two-way YKK zipper, so open from the top, and you can open it from the bottom and poke your belay device out and still have a nice warm layer on the top while being able to belay. I mean, you don't have to unzip the jacket completely to belay, helping retain more of that heat within the jacket. We also see a popper at the bottom, so if you wanted to poke your belay device out, popper it shut and then zip the jacket back down, you definitely could. And that's just going to help retain even more heat. We've got a pre-articulated sleeve to help with mobility and help extend that range of movement. And we've got elasticated cuffs, which are nice and easy to get over the top of gloves. It means you don't have to adjust your cuffs every time you use the jacket. And it's a really simple construction and it keeps the jacket lighter. Making our way up to the top of the jacket, we've got a nice high collar on the jacket, which when zipped up fully helps cover your mouth to keep you nice and warm. And we've got a fully helmet compatible and adjustable hood. So we've got 2 points of adjustment at the front here. Both have internal buttons to help tension and detension the hood. The reason they're internal is to help with any snag issues, so we don't want anything snagging while you're climbing, but also prevents anything hitting you in the face if it's a really windy day. And then on the back of the jacket, we've got a Velcro volume reducer, which helps reduce weight, but also gives you the option to reduce the volume of the hood if you're not wearing a helmet. The Bal Toro is a really awesome jacket and a game changer for micro baffle technology. If you're looking for a jacket that gives you a lot of punch for a very light weight, then this jacket is definitely a good option for you. It's as at home around the town as it would be out on the open moor or in an alpine situation. It's probably a good time to mention that the jacket next to me is actually my own jacket, and I'm currently doing a review on it, and it'll be live on the Taunton Leisure website within the next few weeks. We'll make sure to add the link to the description when the blog goes live. Next up we have the Cryos, which really is the top of the ME tech tree when it comes to insulated down jackets. We see 200 grams of 800 fill power down within these jackets, and we see the Firestorm construction. So what is Firestorm? Firestorm is a system that Mountain Equipment are now incorporating into their alpine jackets to provide the best warmth to weight ratio. It might not look like much, but there's a dramatic array of different baffle types being used within this jacket. And the best way to see it is to turn this jacket inside out. Now it's much easier to see what we're talking about, and that is that Mountain Equipment are using two different types of baffle construction within this jacket. We've got a stitch through construction, which does have its negatives, as many of you know. The stitching lines on a stitch through construction can allow heat to leave the jacket and cold air to enter. The option to go away from this would be to move to box wool construction, and Mountain Equipment have chosen not to do that because going to box wool means that this jacket is going to become bulkier and heavier, and obviously we're trying to maintain a lightweight jacket for alpine use. To get around that, they've decided to incorporate two different types of baffle. We've got our stitch through construction in areas that it is viable and there's not a massive amount of heat loss on the area, and then they've opted to go for a pleated baffle in other areas to reduce that amount of heat loss but still keep the jacket as lightweight as possible. What that results in is a jacket that is 20% lighter but also captures 20% more air, which reduces thermal conductivity, making this jacket much warmer. Now that we've got the jacket the right way around again, it's worth talking about the materials that are on the outside. This jacket employs Gore Infinium, which is going to give it a really high level of wind and water resistant, making it much better for tougher conditions or conditions that involve a lot more moisture. Because of the windstopper fabric on the outer of the jacket, there's less wind chill, which is going to make the jacket warmer overall. but it also stops any moisture migrating its way into the jacket and affecting the down. In terms of technical features on the jacket, we're met by two nice big hand pockets, two lapel pockets to give you ample storage on the external part of the jacket, and then we've got two elasticated pockets on the internal sides for gloves and hats and that kind of thing. Down at the bottom, we've got 2 points of adjustment, just like we've seen on the other jackets, meaning we can independently change each side of the jacket to get the best fit and help lock in all that warm air. We see a two-way YKK zip down the centre, so you can open it from the top, and as we've looked at with the other ones, open it from the bottom and poke your belay jacket out if you're using this for climbing. Moving up, we've got pre-articulated sleeves, and we've got a fully elasticated cuff which comes back in on itself, so the insulation comes right up to the top. This means it's really easy to get over gloves and gives you a nice, snug, secure fit no matter what. As we make our way up to the top of the jacket, we're met with a few different things to what we've seen. We're seeing a super alpine hood, so it's a really high volume hood to accommodate a full helmet underneath the hood, but this can obviously be cinched down and adjusted to make sure it fits you if you're not wearing a helmet. That's done by internal toggles like we've spoken about before to avoid any snag hazards, but also things hitting you in the face. So it's all done with a button that's concealed in the collar. You pull this to adjust it. And then we've got our volume adjuster on the back, which again is a Velcro tab to help keep the weight down. Inside here, we're also seeing a halo collar. So it's something that you may have seen on your sleeping bag. So at the top of your sleeping bag, you'll see a baffle that extends across where your neck will lie, and it helps close up the hole so that the warm air stays inside the jacket. And they've done something similar with this here. I'll show you a close-up so you can see it a bit more clearly, but they've included a baffle which goes round the neck, and when that's closed up and zipped up, it helps secure all that warm air and help lock it into the jacket. So you're not having a load of warm air wasted and expelled into the outside, or allow a load of cold air to enter the jacket either. The Cryos is designed for the ultimate adventurer looking for a top quality insulated jacket which is perfect for alpine use. This is definitely less orientated towards day-to-day use and more towards your adventurous outdoor hobbies. If you're looking for the best of the best when it comes to warmth to weight ratios and something that can be used in really extreme environments, then the Cryos is the jacket for you. And then to finish things off, we've got each of the jackets packed away in its included storage option. So for the Lightline and the Cryos, we've got a included stuff sack, and the Baltoro packs into its own pocket. So there you have it, our top 3 picks from Mountain Equipment's downrange. The only thing left to do is decide which one fits your needs the best. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions about any of the jackets you've seen here today, just leave it down in the comment section below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And just like always, if you could like and subscribe, it really helps us out. We'll see you next time.